Welcome to the Journey with Nichole YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a 3-card Nature's Whispers reading. These cards are absolutely beautiful, so hopefully you're watching this video so you can see the beautiful effects of the cards and feel like you're in an in-person reading. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll pull the 3 cards first and then we'll discuss them. Clear out the old. I'll hold it up close for a little bit so you can see the beauty, and then I'll spend a few minutes talking about it, and then I'll bring the cards back up so you can see how pretty they are. Expansion. Empowerment. Okay, well, clear out the old. There's many meanings to this, so I'm going to go, there's like 3 different meanings to this. You'll see up here that there, in detail, there's a clock. So this represents old situations, old patterns, old things that have basically run their course. The time has run out for them, those moments, those situations. So there's no sense in holding on to any of that energy that is associated with that. So an example would be something that happened to you 10 years ago and you still keep remembering it and you still get really angry about it. Something like that. Well, you're being asked to clear that out. It's way far in the past. It's 10 years ago or what have you. It's so far in the past, yet you still have the energy. Now, how do you expect to move forward in life when you're carrying a bunch of old energy? So the fact that you get the clear out the old card means that we're being asked to really take a look and evaluate the old behaviors and patterns that really don't do us any service anymore. They're not, that's the old version of us that was using those. So we have a new version of ourselves. So we have to set new patterns and new responsibilities and new habits to go with our new version of ourselves, right? Okay, now I also want to point out here, do you see how this is kind of like a keyhole to the heart? This is kind of how I look at it, is I look at old loves, old situations that really have something on your heart. So it's not really the being angry, like up here situation, somebody made you mad 10 years ago. These are wounds that have come to the heart. And basically, if you can like cleanse yourself in this, I like to look at it hot springs because I love hot springs, so I always equate that to that. But if you can kind of like step out of the hot springs as refreshed and as like, you don't have to hold on to those old hurts of the heart, that you basically have the key to your heart that can help those wounds. You see how there's a dandelion there and she's like able to make a wish right here, to make a wish, make it all happen. So I love this card. I love it. You have the owl there that is like represents beautiful wisdom. So you can carry the wisdom with you from the experience without carrying the whole situation, the whole baggage, the whole energy that goes with it. And you can just let the water flow peacefully and just take with it what you need to as far as the knowledge and experience. But especially with the end of the year approaching, this is also another, which was the third way I wanted to talk to you about getting, clearing out the old. With it being towards the end of the year, you know, it's all about new, fresh beginnings and getting ready for a new, fresh beginning. And just like what we do, you know, we clean the house like in fall and in spring because we're getting ready for the new season and or for the holidays or what have you. So this also represents things that you have and seeing if there's other people that might have better use for those things than yourself. So I have something that a boss told me once. I actually saw her take a necklace off of her neck. A woman walked by her and complimented her necklace and was just in awe of her necklace. And my boss took it off of her neck and put it on the lady and said that her mama always told her that if somebody loved something that she had more than she did, that they deserved to have it. So I loved that because it kind of, you can kind of look at your things in your house and your closet and everywhere around you and just, you know, if anybody could appreciate it more than you're appreciating it, well, then they should have it, right? So I just think it's a good thing to have. I'm kind of a little bit of a minimalist, so I constantly feel the need to get rid of things if I'm feeling too overly cluttered or what have you. So, but this can resonate on very different levels, mentalities, relationships, loves, passions that we, you know, can't get rid of, that we're still passionate about. And it's, you know, there has to be room for expansion, which was your next card. Okay? So just as if you're wanting to ascend, basically, like the balloons here, you're basically wanting to ascend, right? And move upward and onward into a new realm, a new reality. Well, this is available to you, but if you're still holding on to things that are from the old and you're cluttered with the past, and whether it be things or emotions or relationships, then it's going to be very difficult to experience this expansion with harmony. So I think that's why this card comes first, is because it's clear out the old so you can get ready for the expansion. This is very similar to another Nature's Whispers reading that I've recently done. So I will put the link to that video at the end of this video so you can watch that. I really feel like these coordinate with each other, so please check that out if you can. There is something I want to point out here. It's super small, so I'm not sure if it's going to be able to show up there. Let's see if I can get it real close there. Yeah, I am. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Do you see that? I think expansion also is representing if you want to expand your family. So, and that clearing out the old might possibly be like a nesting type of feeling with, you know, like a nesting and getting ready for the expansion of a family. So either way, these cards represent a need for growth, but the growth is unable to happen until all of the old situations and energy is taken care of. So it's like this, you can wish for things as much as you want by making this wish, but the blindfolds are still on, so we need to get rid of all that old energy, so that all of this, so we can expand and see this new expansion of our lives and our newfound love of life, right? So then there's empowerment. I'm going to hold this up for a minute. I love this card. Off to the left, you'll see that they're like doing rapid rafting there. I kind of thought of that in a way, like when you do something real daring like that, it is like so empowering, isn't it? I love this card. I'm actually going to read from the Nature's Whispers book on empowerment, because as much as you might kind of want to assume what is going to be said and how this relates to your reading, you're going to find that it's actually just a little bit more than just feeling empowered. Empowerment, the moment for respect for life and all living things, attuning to nature and to the creatures of the earth, is at hand. Tune into the deep well of compassion that spills over readily to anyone who needs your help. You are being directed to take action to remove difficulties and resolve problems. Be receptive to guidance from wherever it happens to come. Don't be surprised to receive support from unusual avenues. Be alert to seemingly random input, which will give you clues and ideas that had not occurred to you earlier. Once you have picked up these signs, pursue them diligently and with determination. The potential for them to pay off is immense. As soon as you know what action to take, take it. So, all three of these cards are action cards. A lot of times we will receive cards that are basically telling us to sit still and relax and allow the moment and let things to flow. All three of these cards are action cards. We need to take action for responsibility for our energy that we're taking with us moving forward. We need to say no to all that old energy, relationships, the old energy that is in material things that we're holding on to, old energy in relationships that have, really cut into our heart and into our soul. And we have the key. We're the ones that have the key to get out of this. So clear it all out so we can move forward with this expansion. As some of you might know, I take the first reading of the day as my own reading as well. So this is my reading for today. And I see where I have a lot of old lingering things hanging. I've got like 4 or 5 old lingering situations and or material things that are just lingering, and I see how it's holding me back from my ability to be able to expand. What I found so enlightening about the empowerment card when I read that was it talks about helping others. So I can't help but think that this clearing out the old, if it is material items, that it is to help other people. So somehow we might be able to coordinate all of that. But regardless, we have a beautiful setup here to show that when we can get rid of that extra old energy, we allow ourselves to expand, to receive more, to be able to give more. The more we receive, the more we can give. And therefore, we have this empowerment feeling that we're able to be in control of our situations in our lives, as far as we don't need to hold on to all that old energy. And the more that we let it go and we can look back, as you can see, she's like looking back. She's like looking and seeing that she got rid of that old energy, and it's just a new type of living. It's a new way of life, and it's very empowering when you can have something you've been holding on to for so long and just decide that now is the time to get rid of it because I'm ready to expand my life. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. This is the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. I absolutely love the beauty of these cards, and I hope this video was beautiful to watch as well as beautiful to hear, and hope that this message was resonated with you. And please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much. Peace out.